Hello, hi. I'm so happy to be with you guys today. I'm Mallory Felt. I am one of your hosts here in Educators First. I hope that this is working. Whenever I do it on my computer, it's always so wonky and I never quite know if it's going well, but I hope so. So, a little bit about me. So, I'm one of your hosts along with Anna Sawyer. I am a school social worker. I'm still in my elementary school office right now. Just got done with my work day, which was a long Monday. And when I realized I had opted to do my presentation on Monday, I thought, man, why did I do that to myself? But it's okay because at least I am here to share something that I know a lot about. So, what I'm talking about today is seasonal affective disorder and how to combat it. Um, so, personally, I have struggled with seasonal affective disorder for the past 8 years. For some reason, for me, it seems as though every other year has been more I've noticed it more, and then on that off year, it hasn't been as big a deal. I don't know if that's by chance or whatever, but that's what it's like for me. So, um, I I first experienced it when I was in, let's see, it was 2013 maybe 2000 no 2012, and I noticed it was the winter and I was struggling more with just feeling down. Like seasonal affective disorder is also called the winter blues. And so for me, I am a very outgoing person. I love meeting new people. I'm very social, very talkative, generally pretty happy and bubbly. And I noticed that things just were not making me happy. I wasn't necessarily in like a cranky mood by any means, but it was almost as though I felt this fog rolling over me. I was in college, I was still in my undergrad, and I had applied for grad school and I got in. And even as I heard, found out about this news that should have made me so happy, so excited, I just remember feeling nothing, and that was super alarming to me. So that was like the first kind of thing that clicked in my mind that, hey, this is not normal for you. You just got into grad school, and although you should be so happy, you're sitting there feeling nothing and feeling this emptiness. And that's what it mostly feels like for me, is feeling this emptiness, feeling as though it's hard to find joy in things that I otherwise used to find joy in. So, like, obviously, getting into grad school should have been like this exciting thing for me. It wasn't. And so, at that point, I needed to think, like, okay, what do I need to be doing differently? What can I focus on? I tried talking to my parents about it, didn't really feel like they understood what I was talking about. I was in a serious relationship at the time with my now husband. Hey, Anna. And so I went with talking with him about it and talked about how to improve like my physical state of mind or my physical health in order to affect my mental health. As we know, physical health and mental health are so closely related, um, that I believe they go hand in hand. Like if we are struggling with our mental health, and we should focus on our physical health to see if improving one can improve the other. So I started doing that. I started working out. I made sure that I was getting adequate sleep. And for that season, it started to help and I started to feel better. Um, the next time that I experienced it was probably actually, let me think, probably 3 years later when it was really bad again. And when I say really bad, I think, okay, in the winter time, I'm here in Minnesota. Today, what is it, like -30 out? It's cold. We don't go outside a lot. I'm a very active person. And so that change in my life makes it really hard to feel like things are normal. And so, like, yes, we've grown up in Minnesota, but once we're adults, we don't go outside and play like we otherwise would when we're growing up. And so I started missing like that part of my life, the part of my life that is active, the part of my life that enjoys being outside. And so for this next bout of seasonal affective disorder, depression, I noticed that my body just felt very almost numb. Like when I would get home from work, it was like it would take all the energy I had to even like lift my arms, and I had a baby, and so it just like I can't do this. Like I felt as though I was weak, couldn't handle anything, and didn't know what to do. So I went to a doctor. I spoke with the doctor about just feeling as though I had no energy, almost to the point where I felt like my limbs were numb. It was very not like me. I remember telling my sister that I felt like something had to have been medically wrong with me, because I didn't understand why I was so depressed. Like, of course, I'm a mental health professional, and so I know what seasonal affective disorder is, but for some reason, I felt like, but it can't happen to me, right? Like, I can't experience these things that my clients come to me for. But I was experiencing seasonal affective disorder, and for some reason, um, I didn't want to admit that. And so I went to the doctor. Turned out I had some sort of like kidney disorder. And so in my mind, I switched it to, well, that's why I've been feeling this way. That's, even though the two things really weren't connected at all, in my mind, I switched it to, that's why I've been struggling. It's okay. I'm not depressed. For someone being a mental health professional, I was really pushing off the idea that I could struggle. Like, that can't be. Like, I can't be struggling with something. I'm supposed to help others. But I think it's okay to acknowledge a lot of people struggle, and it's okay, and we can move forward. Um, so this year comes, and for anyone that struggles with anything with their mental health, whether it's anxiety, depression, maybe anger, COVID and the pandemic is going to amplify that. And so for me, being a person that I know I struggle with seasonal affective disorder, I've come to terms with it. I knew that this year was going to potentially be worse. So like I said, I'm an active person. I really love going to sporting events. My husband is the varsity coach at our school for basketball, and last year we went to every single game, home and away. Me and my kids, we were there. Well, this year I can't do what I've done in the past, or it's not as easy because we have limited seating. And even like going out for just things to do by myself, I have always been one that's been pretty good about asking for time when I need a break, or going and going to Target and walking around mindlessly, or going to a movie, or going to a dinner with a friend. Like, those are things that I know that I need to do in order to take care of me. Those are some of my self-cares that just make me feel healthy and secure and okay. Well, this year, with for a period of time here in Minnesota, with restaurants being closed and not as easily being able to go places and just relax. In fact, now when I go places, sometimes it feels more intense or more anxiety provoking. And so those haven't been as available to me as options. So now I've really had to not necessarily get creative, but force myself to do things that can alleviate some of my seasonal affective disorder symptoms. So as I said, like, focusing on your physical health is so important. I'm a healthy eater, exercise not so much. I know that that's something that could help me. But when you are depressed, even the things you know would help, there's almost like a certain level, like a pyramid. Like, I know this would help, but I'm not gonna do it. And that's what working out was for me. It's like, I know that this would help, and I wish I could go outside and go on a walk, but when it's so cold, I know I'm not going to do that. Or at our school too, we just went over this renovation, this remodel, and so we didn't have a workout area. And so that wasn't an option for me either. I did reach out to a gym membership, but they actually never got back to me, which of course I took that as a sign. It's like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this, or I shouldn't do this. And so you have to make it work with what you have. And so for me, what that looked like was forcing myself to go out and do things, forcing myself to be active. My husband loves to ice fish. I honestly, my husband will see this because he's in this group, but I don't love it. Ice fishing has never been one of my favorite things. He really enjoys doing it, and that's great. But it was at least something that we could go out and do. And so I forced myself to go out and do that. And it was helpful for me. It's helpful for me to go out and experience things that show me what life looks like. Um, and by doing things and um, giving energy produces more energy. And so by going out, at least I wasn't sitting somewhere in my sadness. I was forcing myself to fake it till you make it. So faking happiness until I actually found happiness and joy in things. Um, Another thing that I did, actually I have to show it to you, is I purchased, which I can't believe I haven't had one of these before, but I purchased, I'll shut it off. I purchased a happy light. So this is my light. I just got it this year, and it makes me think, like, why haven't I done this in the past? It was $30 on Amazon. It's called a Verilux Happy Light. It's small. It can fit in my bag. So I thought someone was coming to my office. I have a purse that I carry my laptop in, a water bottle in, and my happy light. And I bring this to school at my desk. I just turn it on when I'm sitting here, and it has helped. I mean, like, literally, that to me, yeah, Anna, you maybe do need one because like I feel like it oddly works, and I've known about these for years. I've told other clients of mine about these, and I can't believe it's taken me this many years of someone that has struggled with seasonal affective disorder to just purchase one. So for this one, it does say that, like, you want it sitting near you. So I usually have it like that. This makes me seem a little bit like creepy looking, but I have it sitting near me just when I'm typing at my, maybe answering emails in the morning. I try to have it on me for at least 30 to 60 minutes a day, I think is like the best benefit. But these are proven to work. I wish I would have looked up the like statistics for these things prior to this, but they work. And so why not? For $30, if you're someone that struggles, someone that I know that also uses one of these, she has switched to washing her dishes by hand, and so when it's time to wash the dishes, she just turns it on and has it. How easy is that? It's so easy. And it's strange, but I'm feeling the effects of it as well. I typically struggle with seasonal affective disorder, maybe for close to 2 months in the winter, and that is a long time. We only have 12 months in a year. And if I'm struggling with my own mental health for 2 whole months, that's too much time, and it's too much of our life to waste on feeling sad or on feeling down if we don't need to. So that's definitely something that has helped me, and I would definitely recommend you guys purchasing one as well if this is something that you struggle with. So other things that can be helpful are talk therapy. Being that Anna and I are both mental health professionals, I would hope that if you find yourself struggling with seasonal affective disorder or the winter blues, that you reach out to us, because we are definitely here for you and just want to be a listening ear if that's what you need. I have also found that it's helpful to talk to people that get it, to talk to people that understand what I'm going through. I have tried this year to talk to my spouse about it. And he's been super supportive, especially when we were just like first realizing that I struggle with this. Very supportive in wanting to give me time that I need, breaks that I need. But I myself have felt like, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand what I'm feeling. He doesn't know what I'm going through. And I think that's a little bit of a mental like mind game that I'm playing with myself. But at the same time, like, talk to people who don't judge, for sure. Anna just said that. And talk to people that are willing to just listen. I've always felt that as a therapist, some of my greatest skills were just shutting up, like just being there, like letting that person know, like, it's okay to feel this. It's okay to not feel okay and to want to talk about it. And so that's what Anna and I are here for. I know for me, that's what has also helped me this year is finding people that I feel like I can talk to them about this and it's going to be okay. They're not going to judge me. They're not going to feel like, what's wrong with that person? I can't believe they struggle. Because guess what? We all do. So many of us have our things that we um, maybe wish were different about our lives. Like, I know that, of course, I wish that I didn't struggle with this. Like, life would be easier if I didn't have this as a challenge. Um, but I do, and it's okay. I struggle with this, and I now am gaining the skills that I need to get through it. Um, Another thing, like, there are times when, of course, like, I would even wake up and be like, I just want to lay in bed all day. I don't want to go to work. But if we continue to do things like that, it's never actually going to go away. We're just going to keep feeling that way unless we're willing to wait like 5 months until the sun decides to come out again and warm up the earth. But we can't do that. We can't live our lives like that. So we need to continue moving forward. I also started, so I had prenatal vitamins at my home, and I started taking those again because I think, just having healthy food or healthy nutrients entering our body is only helpful as well. And so focusing on what we're eating, if we're eating junk food, we might feel like junk. If we're sitting around all day, we're not going to want to get back up. It's okay to struggle, but it's not okay to give up. It's okay to struggle, but it's not okay to never do something about it. Um, One of my, I don't know what to call it, like bouts of depression from a few years ago, I did feel as though I just needed rest. I just needed to somehow catch up on sleep, and that's a symptom of seasonal affective disorders: fatigue, social withdrawal, hopelessness, just feeling as though you just need to almost sleep it off. And that, if you feel like, okay, I just need to get one night of good sleep, if you have a baby at home that keeps you up all night, then maybe, yeah, you do need a little bit of sleep. But if you've given yourself that option and things still aren't changing, then it's time to do something about it. Then it's time to talk to someone. Then it's time to, force yourself to get up and go on that walk, or start changing your eating habits. Or that was another thing that I did, is I made a goal for myself to drink more water and see how that impacted my life. I believe in these things, and I think that has to do with it as well, like having the mindset that it takes to recover and to move forward. Those are not easy things, though, and so I don't mean to make it sound as though anyone can do this, or I don't. Anyone can do it, but that it's going to be an easy thing. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel like I don't know the next move to make. You have people here, like you have Anna and myself, to just even say, like, I've been struggling with this. What do you think I should do? Or I have felt like this for about a month. What would you recommend the next step be? It's at least a way to get the conversation started. Also, like all of these speakers that we have in this group are all professionals that are also able to help you. They would love for you to reach out to them. If you felt as though you connected with someone and really would like to work with that person, or would really like to gain insight into their viewpoint on certain struggles, reach out to them. Easy. That's the beautiful thing about social media, is like it's just one click away. Help is just one click away. And so I hope that that is helpful for you. If you feel as though you have struggled with this, I hope that you feel comfortable enough to comment on this video, saying what you relate to, or if there are different things that you have tried that have really helped you. It's February, and I can't wait for the sun to come out again. I cannot wait for the warmth. Today I've been so cold in our school, and it's freezing in here, and so I think that's another thing too, is like having a space heater can just make you feel as though you're a little bit warmer, which again, like just kind of works with the whole mindset shift that we sometimes need, and helping with this beautiful happy light to have its effect if we have a space heater to go along with that. That sounds amazing. All right, guys, I would love for you to reach out to me if you have questions or want feedback on anything. Feel free to personal message me or comment. Anna, I'm sure, feels the same. So I hope this has been helpful. If you need anything, you know where to find us. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.